Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of...
Fastest gun in Halcyon, or you will be once you get hold of a gun. You could survive on the surface of Tartarus briefly. A crack shot. Capital. Safety inspector. Oh, they must have meant bribe collector. Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Quiero ver cómo va el gameplay. Aparece el volcán abierto.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. He's to... I've also outfitted... Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by.
No, hold on, fijo.
What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go. Oh.
Perfecto. Nice. Pam, 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 pam. Muy bien, creo que ya está. Vamos a ver, sí. Necesito una partida. Un momento. Un momentito. Un momentowski. Ya termino esto. Creo que está muy lento. Vamos a poner el volumen. Este bien, juego, no condiciones, no resolvemos, para que sea papá. Ahí está bien. Controles está bien. Sonido, activar, subtítulo, idioma español. Activar, perfecto. Vamos, nueva partida. Voy a jugar el perfecto. A ver de qué va esta vaina.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the
guardan
stars?
estrellas.
Come to
Venga a la
Halcyon, the
Alcyon.
only colony on the edge
Única
of the
colonia en el
frontier,
extremo de
owned
la
and
frontera
operated by
dirigida y gestionada
corporations.
por empresas.
A trip of 10 short years
El viaje
will
de
feel
duración
like
del viaje
mere
permanece
minutes thanks to the comfort and
duración
safety
minutos.
of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
10-23-2320. La esperanza de permanecer en los confines de la colonia. Esperanza. Va bien esa puerta. Peñas Vernon Wells. Fugitivo buscado por la Junta de Accionistas de Alcyon.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Muy bien, voy a darme un punto. Quiero dar más de esto.
Excellent cellular integrity, not likely to liquefy.
5 puntos, algo así. Yo creo que así, y voy a llevarme un punto de daño crítico, no. Daño impacto a la cabeza, no. Alto, sí, vamos a darle esto. Distancia y diálogo.
A crack shot, capital.
Yo le daría eso. Aptitud. Sí, aptitud aparente. Técnico de servicio, más 3 de duración de efecto de la bebida. Más 1 de bloqueo, más 1 de persuasión, más menos 3% de daño eléctrico. Más 1 de ingeniería, más 1 de evasión, menos 3% de rayos N, no sé qué es eso, 3% de duración de efecto de la comida, menos 3% de la corrección recibida, más 1 de inspiración, más 1 de medicina, daño plasma recibo menos 3, ciencia más 1, subcheves cuerpo a cuerpo, a una mano más 1. Voy a ponerme el de la comida. Ah, ese.
Good, you're used to having chemicals pumped into you.
Mujer rostro. Es muy como en New Vegas, ¿eh? I like this. This. En medio, mandíbula vertical. Por ahí está bien. Por ahí está bien. Por ahí está bien. Está bien, nariz. Por ahí está bien. Por ahí está bien. Vertical, mejillas. Así está bastante bien, Hostia. ¿Cómo te llamas? No había color de pelo, bueno. Cambio de pelo, digo. Sí, sí, sí hay. Me mola ese. Una cantidad de gamas de colores increíble, Vamos con ese, mola. No, no. Sí, maquillaje, manchas. No. Así nomás, ¿no? Muy bien, y quedamos así, así y ya está.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Terra 2 laboratorio orbital sistema de Alcyon.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 9%. If drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Mierda. Qué intro, ¿no?
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Este loco está un poco crazy. Acaba de notar el cuerpo hueco tras un golpe de derecha e izquierda. Prepara un fuerte ataque de barrido con un gran ángulo y causará
Can you
daño
hear me?
permanente.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler.
His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Creo que será despertar después de 30 años y no saber qué carajo está pasando con la vida.
You've landed.
Estupendo.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Ok, se murió. Control para agacharse. No está el tipo de correr y barrer, Left shift, correr. Vamos a hacer un hijo. Todo bien, es como un Fallout, básicamente. ¿Qué era eso?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
No veo nada looteable. ¿En serio?
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding's stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Muy bien, tengo una pistola ya.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Un poco de loot. Estos juegos son muy de lootear, Y vamos a hacer unos chino farmers acá a lootear todo. 101 balas, ojo. Hibernación táctica. Debido a las complicaciones derivadas de la hibernación tras un largo periodo de hibernación, tu cerebro procesa el tiempo de forma diferente. Pulsa el botón de dilatación de tiempo del tiempo de TT para ralentizar el mundo y así tendrás tiempo para pensar para ejecutar. En este modo dispones de una cantidad de tiempo limitada, así que si no te mueves, el medidor de DT se agotará muy lentamente. Si te desplazas y atacas, disminuirá a mayor velocidad el medidor de DT, que se va rellenando lentamente. Hay uno. Muerto. Petón. Me dio una pistola. Me dio una. Pirateo y cerrajería. Tus talentos de pirateo y cerrajería pueden llevarte a lugares en los que no deberías estar. Las electroganzúas sirven para abrir cerraduras y derivadores para acceder a ordenadores encriptados. Si tienes nivel suficiente de talento para burlar el sistema de seguridad, podrás ver cuántas electroganzúas o derivadores necesitas, a cuánto tiempo te llevará a realizarlo. Mejora este talento y disminuirá el número de objetos necesarios que será este proceso. Nice. No puedo abrir esto, pero sí me puedo lootear todo esto. ¿Cómo es mi inventario? Me acabo de quemar. Gestión de armas, te cargo de tus armas, ok. Daño 20. Daño 20. Hey. ¿Puedo ponerme las que quiera? ¿En serio? ¿Cuánto es esto de daño? 36. Forzar 5 segundos. ¿Qué me dio? 51 de daño, DPS 54. Vamos a ver, ¿cómo poner esto? Y se nota bastante el DPS. ¿Podré ir por la hierba y pegarle un asesinato? Oh, Chetovich. Puta, ¿qué dispara? Vete. Petón. Bien, maté 3, ¿no? Sí, acá está. Me he asesinado, nice. Bueno. Soldado.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
¿Acaso solo necesito echar una fuerza y estirar un poco las piernas? Persuasión. ¿Acaso hay algo de la guardia que no sea capaz de hacer? Mentira, seguro que consigue sus medallas, estaría en la protegerse en eliminación.
Well, sometimes.
Toma.
Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Let's go. Pero por favor, ese aim, papá.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Quita que voy a lootear. Ay, lootear. Qué bonito. Me hallan en inventario espadas, Pues... Vale.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience. You are welcome.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
¿Cuánto de ingeniería tengo?
The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Intento sobrevivir esta bestia, dice que
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Mejora talentos, nice. Ingeniería, tengo 13. ¿Dónde están los puntos, weón? Tengo 10. Voy a subir hasta 25 y voy a subirme el diálogo. Listo. Ok. Talentos, ventajas. 50% va a ser la decisión. Quiero esto. Creo que va a poner el 5 de acompañante. No, este no. Velocidad del paso, velocidad de carrera. Daño crítico, índice de armadura base, capacidad de carga 50 kg. Esta me mola, tío. Fuerza extraña. Busca el regulador de la corriente falible ha sufrido daños importantes. Apuesta, busca el asentamiento de. Tengo que ir ahí, ¿no? Sí. Habla con la persona que viene al pueblo. Nice. Oh,
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Muy bien. Hay que ir al pueblo que está para allá. Ah. Tremendo anillo. ¿Te vas a hacer el marica o no? A matar a un residente, ya acabo de ver. Bueno, el océano. Carne de no sé qué. Va, bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Muy bien, vamos. Una nave allí. O todos los problemas se resuelven a tiros. Pueden resolverse negociando o mintiendo o con un martillo muy grande. Hijo de puta. Muy bien. Tiene más 50 XP. Voy por la mitad del level. Sin transición, nice.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
No suena confiable este, pero más todo, literal. Dale, bro.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry, you just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
Muy bien, vamos hasta ahí. Objetivo y objetivo. Esa es la salida y para allá. Y para acá.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all know.
Poco heavy, ¿no?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Muy bien. Parece que hay bastantes vías para hacer esta misión, ¿eh? Laboratorio botánico. ¿La hacemos por las vías de dejarnos sin electricidad o convencemos a todos? Bueno. Queda hacia el otro lado. Queda aquí. Misión acompañante, registra, coleccionista, forastero, perfecto. Inventario. Tengo demasiadas, ¿no? Esto es lo mejor que tengo. Bueno. Bananas espaciales. Bananas espaciales. Ok, vamos a empezar a ir hasta allá. ¿Un volcán? Qué cheto, ¿no? ¿Qué hago, la Z?
On my way.
Ah, claro. A ver si hay algo para lootear por aquí. Para lootear. Esto no es una caja. Una adrenalina. ¿Qué haces vos? Buah, lo exploté. ¿Dónde está el otro? ¡Qué hostia le acabo de dar! Eso me recuerda que ahora sí me dieron un... Listo. Podría haber usado eso también, ¿no? Ese me dio una acá, ¿no? ¿Qué onda? No tengo una metralleta. Ojo. Ojo, que llegué late. Dura este loco. Bueno, me voy a dar más. Dame luz, dame luz. ¿Qué le disparas a mi compañero? No va, peotón. ¿Lo puedo cargar mientras corro? Bueno saberlo. Oh, papá. Tremendo martillo, ¿no? 300 de DPS tiene eso. ¿Qué es esto? Bueno. Esto no sabía que no. Un poco de comida, bebida, nice. Me falta casi nada para subir de level ya, ojo. No puedo abrir eso. ¡Qué divertido! Ahora sí lo puedo abrir. No, me falta uno. Bueno, esta arma. Llegué al late, ¿no? Esto es muy Fallout, ¿eh? Me mola mucho, tío. No puedo abrir ese. Y más o menos ya está lo que hace el lugar. ¿Qué? No tiene nada. Todo está encerrado. Subida de nivel 400 HP. No tengo puntos acá. Hijo de puta. Hijo de puta, vení acá que te reviento. Madre mía. Gameplay. Estoy bien, tranqui, no pasa nada. Estamos bien. ¿Cuánto inventario tengo? ¿Y cuál es la diferencia entre este y este? Voy a otra de estas. 215 y pega 28. Las 15 pega 28, 24 pesada. 4 pesada. Más o menos me dio un poco de balas. Esos serían como cajas de munición, ¿no? Esto es una transición. Oh, eso es muy Fallout. ¿En serio las puedes activar? Hostia, tremenda. 50 de daño. ¿Y esto cuánto sé? 58 de DPS y tiene mucho DPS. A ver. ¿Y esto cuánto? ¿Qué rata me pega? Me parece una puta mierda, ¿no? Disparé como 10 tiros solo para... Bien, vamos a entrar acá adentro. Y sí, me va a parar en casi todos los lugares a entrar, Transición. Vamos a jugarlo en sigilo.
Wow, not even a scratch.
Ahora estamos ocultos. Voy a esperar que me vuelva a cargar el modo silencioso. Electrobanzúa. Están por todos lados los bichitos estos, mira, una espada. Vale, eso es un ítem especial. Electrobanzúa y un no sé qué. Una puertita gracia. Ah, mierda.
Coming! Nice one!
Sable centinela. Creo que sí es centinela. Pero me estoy looteando todo, loco. Añadir la basura. Añadir la basura, añadir la basura, añadir la basura. Añadir a la basura. No puedo poner en orden. Vamos a poner en orden así entonces. Nice. Esta es la ya triple. Estos son planos. Carga plasma. Inspeccionar. Oh, no son planos. No lo sé. Mira, acá está la espada esta. Usada extremadamente antiguo, no servirá de mucho en combate, pero se quedará como estupenda en la pared. Ok. Ok. ¿Y cuánto tengo? 170. Ya, cayó el arma. Bastante bien, pero es que no tengo un peso. Creo que esta es la entrada de atrás, ¿no? O sea, esto sale para afuera, transición, sí. Vale, no quiero hacer la transición. No hago más nada, no hay nada de refrigerador, nice. No hay nada ahí. Tampoco. Aquí no hay nadie. Necesito muchos más, Necesito 30. Vale.
Here they come.
¿En serio?
Wow, great work.
Muchas gracias, no pasa nada. Los cándidos. Cándidos se pueden encontrar a lo largo y ancho del valle. Sí, ya sé. Esta es potencial creada, representada a partir de... Estos son los bichos, ¿no? O peces. Próximamente. Bueno, un spoiler. Una espada. La llave. Suba un poco de... Acá hay cosas, Agarra bien los créditos. Va. Quiero loot. Pero qué rico. Esta está atascada, ¿no? Sí. Voy a tener que entrar por el otro lado. No hay nadie en el baño. No veo mucho más aquí en el baño. Una cerveza y un licor. Por aquí esto, nice. Y ya está. Todo 25 botiquines, chaval. ¿Cómo se nota? Qué bichitos de mierda estos, ¿no? Imposible matar uno. ¿En serio? No hay nadie ahí. Ya viene por aquí, ¿no? Sí. Vale, solo me queda una puerta. Que está atascada. Voy a ir de nuevo ahí a ver si veo el lugar como para entrar. Es por ahí, pero no sé cómo entrar. ¿Cómo se entrará ahí? Bichito feo. No tengo más de eso. Ah, por acá soy imbécil, ¿no? ¿Puedo abrir este?
That was quick.
Bueno, todo lo que había ahí dentro. Bueno, una escopeta. Why not? Tutu. Ok, mucho texto que no voy a leer. Literal, es que baja. O básicamente ya estaría en este lugar. Me falta esto, pero no tengo 5 espadas. Vamos a ver un momento porque creo que viene una escopeta. Escopeta recortada. Vamos así, así y así. 300 balas, chaval. 300 balas la escopeta. Mantis examina. Vamos a ir con la misión principal. Fua, me vale 15, y 5. Ojo, esto es carísimo.
Great work.
Bueno, me acaban de dar la mansa escopeta. Rifle de combate. 71 DPS. Después de bailar las piezas del sector industrial, bueno, es un diario. Me devolvieron 2 de las ganzúas, me devolvieron un poco de esto. Aquí no hay más nada. Y creo que ya está, no hay más luz. No hago mucho más por aquí tampoco, Ya, paso ahí. Unas piecitas, un electroganzúa. Un poco de comida. Créditos, electroganzúa.
Where are we headed?
Nada nuevo que preguntar. Ok, sigamos. Esto no se puede entrar. Está así. Me estoy hinchando a luz, vieja. Eso me lo llevo. Eso no es nada. Esto es un baño. Por aquí tampoco hay mucho más. Ok. Está para ahí. Que ahora no me encontré con ningún merodeador. Nice, me parece que va a haber algo ahí. Pica el brazo.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Estás atrevida,
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
No le interesa mi vida, no me interesa su vida, así que vamos directamente a hablar con Adelaide.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers.
Adelaide.
But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery.
Me mola.
Seems the sort of thing a hero would
Voy a hacer esto,
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
A mí me cayó mal Reed desde el principio.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, vamos al... no me acuerdo el nombre. Al laboratorio térmico. Vale, ¿cómo salgo de aquí? El mapa no es muy específico con todo, Vale, entonces tendría que subir por ahí, entonces de nuevo. Voy a correr la electricidad para acá, porque el otro me cae mal, literalmente, eso lo es. Vamos, crack. Corté camino. Todo lo que hago es cortar camino. Esta es la central geotérmica, creo que se llama así. Me pregunto cuántas armas habrán.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Hay un loco muerto ahí.
Don't mess with us.
Vamos a jugar el modo sigilo. Científico muerto, ¿vale? Me había asignado 200. Munición de todo, nice. Carne. No me sale nada. Otro de estos. Este es bueno entonces. ¿Me deben lanzar nada o soy yo? Oh, let's go. 84. Pesada.
Fast.
Voy a tirar un poco de estas armas, la verdad. Z. Nice. Z. Talento sigilo. Talento tecnología. Talento sigilo. ¿Cuánto me da esto? Armadura 3, armadura 9, armadura 4. Vamos con eso. Me gusta cómo se ve el rojo, Vamos con este. pues no puedo saltar ahí, man. Ojo. Sí, máquina. Está recortada. Es la que tengo yo, ¿no? Sí.
Sister.
Oh, aguantó más de lo que pensé, Me va a llevar. Porque sí. ¿Con qué te estás peleando, loca? Morite, vieja. Ay, murió. Oh, eso de morir como que no se lo toman en serio. Bien, ¿para qué es la entrada? Pero vamos a terminar de lootear, que seguramente queda un huevo todavía por lootear. No es muy buena esta arma, Partes. Ahí no hay más nada. Ok, y esto. Científico muerto. ¿Y esto? 5 créditos. ¿Puedo vender cosas? Nice, esto viene de puta madre. 78. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? ¿Con cuál vendo? Con esto, supongo. Sé comparar. No se le meja. 413 tengo. $500 sale este. ¿Por qué no me deja vender, bueno? Aún no desbloqueado la habilidad de vender. Ah, bien, debería leer. Transición.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
¿Qué dices?
Something you need?
Hablaremos.
Oh! That's the last of them! Here we go! Don't mess it up! You got him!
No hay mucho que olvidar acá, tampoco parece, No sé qué era eso. Transición, eso va para afuera. Eso va para afuera. Esto es adentro. Que hay mucho que hacer. Vale, este es el final. Así que vamos a seguir mirando para abajo. Dice de 30 electro ganzúa. Nice, abrí la puerta. No hay mucho más que meter aquí. Esto no lo puedo abrir porque tiene cerradura.
Get ready. That's smart. Everyone all right? Down they go.
Si no, 525 XP. Empleable central. Un poco más de cosas. Piezas. Aquí debería haber algo, ¿no? Pues no, no hay más nada. Pero yo no le hacía nada. Registros de reparación.
Something you need?
Si me metiste en medio del camino, salí. No va mucho más por aquí, ¿eh? Oh. Bueno, esta arma. Ah, vale, es la metra. Voy a usar un poco esta y voy a cambiar esta por esta sí. Ahí está. Arrancada, hay que dar toda la vuelta. Bien, me pregunto por dónde subiré a esa. Por aquí, supongo, ¿no? ¿No son los baños? Eso era un traje, ¿no? Cheto. 3 de armadura y 9 de armadura. Muy bien. Bien, me gustaría saber cómo entrar a la que no puedo entrar. Sal de aquí, alguien dijo sal de aquí, ¿no? O sea que hay alguien ahí abajo. A bajar. Está más abajo, ¿no? Oh, hay una puerta ahí, aguanta, crack. Que quiero lootear. Ahora la puedo abrir.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Cuidado. Se va a tomar por culo el... Nivel 4. Banco de trabajo, nice. ¿Y cómo reparo? Instalar modificación. ¿Qué es esto? Cargador. Plasma. Tipo de daño. Vamos a probar. Por probar, ¿sabéis? Lo que sé. No puedo abrir esta, me cago en Dios. Por esto, creo que me dieron un traje nuevo y subí el level de paso. Ventajas. ¿Dónde están de vender? Vale, es una vez sola a todos. $50% de XP. Este. Tengo 10 puntos más. Vamos a darle ese. Tengo un poco en el diario, nice. Me habían dado armadura, boludo. Nice. Por ahora no me gusta ninguna de las que vi. Uso esta porque me da más, ¿no? A ver. Métemelo bien. Vale, esto es lo de antes. ¿Qué algo? El segundo.
Beginning security.
Está loca, está loca. Me quedo sin bala, ¿no? Dispara plasma esta mierda ahora, Ojo que se va para arriba. ¿Quieres agarrar esto? Gracias. Aquí no hay nada que cliquear. Que cliquear. La puerta que estaba cerrada antes. Nice. Eso también estaba cerrada antes, creo. Nice. Eso se desbloquea 2 partes más. Muy bien, ¿y ahora qué? Bien, por aquí no vemos nada. Vamos a ver todo para atrás. Necesito 3 más.
Go away, Phantom.
Vete, fantasma.
Go away, Phantom!
Bien, hay una abajo.
You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Ya tengo eso. Qué wea, tengo que usar la E para subir, ¿en serio? Qué raro sube E. Supongo que son detalles técnicos, ¿no? Vale, no tengo que subir más. Bien, sí, solo me falta este de acá. Activa los 3 interruptores, me falta uno entonces, porque yo doy 2. ¿Dónde estará el tercero? Que me lo marcan. Ah, mira, está ahí.
That's the last.
Vamos a hacer electricidad, volvamos para atrás.
Once we do this, there's no going... Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you, Do you understand what you're about to do? If you're sure. I had to ask.
Se lo voy a dar al pueblo. Era el laboratorio, ¿no? El 28 XP. Bien, entré sin querer acá. Pues nada, ahora hay que ir a cualquiera de los lugares, ¿no? Muy bien, ahora... Oh, la paso. Increíble que todavía no se haya roto eso. Vamos corriendo a muerte. Ahí puede haber algo,
Easy.
Bueno, vuelven dos. Esto es un dormir. Atrás. Un poco de cartuchos de no sé qué. ¿No las puedes activar en serio? Eso me recuerda cambiar de arma. Cortador de plasma. Nice. Y vamos a esta. Eso está mortal. Pero si la redirigía el laboratorio botánico.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? You're right. I put the fate of our town in the hands of some feckless transient. This is my fault. And all Edgewater's paying for my mistake. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for, and then leave us be.
Quiero mi regulador de corriente. Mira, está todo cerrado. Yo toda la culpa necesitaba un revólver de corriente y me caíste mal. ¿Qué wea es eso? Es un bicho. Un bicho. Habrá que ir hasta la botánica otra vez. A pie. Ouch. Me acabo de quebrar 2 piernas. Tengo una pregunta, si le pego a esto, ¿se va a cortar? Pues no, no existe en el plano material.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Tengo que subir de level. Casi tengo la intimidación en 45, Me acabo de partir una pierna. Pensé que tenía que ir a la botánica. A ver, ¿puedo hacer un viaje rápido hasta la botánica? Central geotérmica. Quiero ir hasta ahí y ver qué me dice la vieja. ¿Dónde es que está la vieja aquí?
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go. I don't look forward to turning folk away. Camp's gotta stay pure, though. Can't have corporate loyalists mixing with us, no matter how desperate they may be. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life. You're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined. You are welcome here.
Nice. Pues vamos a la nave. A la cual sí voy a hacerme un viaje rapidito porque la verdad, alta paja. Esta puede subir de level, le vamos a dar... Le voy a dar ingeniería. Y a mí, yo quiero un viaje rápido. Fronte más.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
Eso a mí me cayó bien.
What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Genial. Entré para la nave y vamos a ver qué pex. Ay, qué rápido cargo.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Okay.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Ingeniería 20.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Muy bien, vamos a eso. $1028 XP. Sigo teniendo talento, 10. Ingeniería 13. Me pedía 20 eso, Voy a hacer así y me voy a poner... Vamos a subir un poco el pirateo. Ventajas todavía no tengo, ¿no? No. ¿Cuánto daño por altura hay, vos? Increíble.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Muy bien. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Terminé el juego? Easy peasy, un directo solo.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
¡Hostia! ¿Dónde está Bahía? Terra 2. Ah, tengo que ir aquí, ¿no?
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Muy bien. Puedo elegir hasta 2. Me mola.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Okay.
That's not the point. This hackwood just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss ball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated.
Okay, hay que hacer como 4 cosas, 5 cosas. Hago esto y paso.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Sure.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. Be seeing you.
Vale, toco 40
Picked up this
objetivos.
weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again.
Vamos para acá. Vale, para aquí no es. Y esto es robar, ¿no? Exactamente, y esto también. Uso restringido. Si me permiten acotar. Ah, vale, eso no parecía una puerta, bueno. Eso es gratis y aquello es un festival. Voy a ver la nave, que es más importante.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
Discusiones pendientes, hijo de puta.
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Mentira 10, creo que tengo mentira 10.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Sí, ya.
No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand.
No te conozco, no te voy a ayudar.
Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Muy bien. Faltan 2 objetivos. Tenemos que buscar el coso holográfico también.
Are you listening?
¿Ella médica?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Raid turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000 bits.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Okay.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
¿Esto es que no me da o qué onda? Casi todo daño de plasma. Vale, aquí no está el... Va, esto ya sé qué es. Dureza. Consigue el usuario gráfico. Feñas ya mencionado.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway. Shouldn't be too tough for a... Anytime.
Vale, esto me va a quedar marcado entonces. Aquí no va a estar. Medical Vibe, Golden Shields.
You know that sound when you I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy...
¿Qué vendes? ¿Qué compras? Aquí tampoco hay. Basura. Luego piratear eso.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of Warren terrorists beneath ground.
De la cocina.
Your local war embassy.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor?
En armaduras. ¿Es esto? ¿Cuándo sale este? Me voy a comprar porque me da luz. Básicamente. Inventario. ¿Y cómo lo prendo? ¿Con F? No. Mira, tiré dos botiquines sin querer ya.
They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
How are the repairs going?
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger for me.
can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business. You're the one flying the... Miss Lily has been expecting you.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials?
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities. Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
No sé dónde encontrar el coso holográfico, la verdad.
CNP Borstworth. It's not.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Bueno.
I'm sorry about the heat. Oh, and it's not the best. A lot of slogans to keep track. Have a look.
Vale, no tiene mucha cosa. ¿Se comprará o qué onda? A ver, esto ya sé qué es. No tengo ni idea de dónde estará él. Sudario holográfico. Vale, necesito el sudario, que seguramente está por aquí. Mi pregunta es ¿dónde? Están mirando a la nada, boludo. Vale. ¿Dónde podría estar eso? Bajo la muerte. La ventaja. Ya soy intimidación al 40. Más pesadas al 40. Vamos a empezar a subir otras cosas. Voy a subir hasta el 25. A 25. Y tecnología lo voy a subir en las otras fotos restantes. Pasa la musiquita del Minecraft, la que hay de fondo. Oeste dice, arma antigua. Daño por 3. Esto está roto,
I know she's... You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
CNP
no make it,
that requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
Comida. Bien, no está en ninguno de estos. Estoy seguro que tiene que estar en otro lado. Transición, vale, ahí no. Bien, voy a hablar de nuevo con la loca porque creo que la loca es la que no tiene que dar, Realmente no sé.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this beef breakfast.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers.
Okay.
It's almost... Wanna...
Realmente está loca, ¿no? Hay 5000 increíble. Voy a comprar electroganzúa, yo que sé. Los Hope. Voy a encontrar esto, chaval. No puedo abrir ahí. Sería la gran pregunta, ¿dónde carajo va a estar eso, no? Vale, el Kira Terra 2. Esto es inrobable, ¿no? Creo que lo robó Sol. Sí, tengo que hablar con el chico de acá afuera.
Hey there. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. Sounds like, yeah. But from they got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operators. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together.
The board wouldn't do that.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
No venden ganzúa. Electro ganzúa. Por algún motivo no podría hacer este salto, ¿no? No. Posta parece un sonido del Minecraft.
Hey, you got a second? Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by. Just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Vamos a decirle que sí.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Esta la transición adentro de la nave es corta. Creo que voy a jugar 3 horas y paso, porque ya, tremendo. 40 minutos más. Bueno, 30. Hay que ir a Terra 2.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
El universo es el límite. Esto es todo basura. Vamos a Terra 2 entonces.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain. Welcome back, Captain. How can I... Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Two atoms were strolling through Roseway when one of them exclaimed, "I think I lost an electron." "Really?" the other asked. "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm absolutely positive." As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. Take care. I require a Good luck, Captain.
No puedo bajar de la nave, ¿qué onda? ¿Tengo que ir al piso de arriba, Rini?
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Ah, está acá el sudario holográfico. What? Yo pensé que tenía que comprarlo, ¿verdad? 12 cada experiencia. Vale. Vamos a bancar ese nuevo.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Oh, shit. Un segundo. ¿Qué pasó? One moment. técnicos.
Hey, be careful with those crates.
Qué cheto, nos vemos todos igual. Vale, tengo que ir de nuevo con la loca esta.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Truck.
The old rest and go. All the what?
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity? You don't hurry up.
No tengo cara, no tengo ni idea qué tengo que hacer, weón. Tengo que ir a Terra, ¿no? Pero no me deja bajar a Terra. Tengo que hacer algo acá adentro en el place este.
Carry on.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Gosh, that's...
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Ah, ok.
What do you think you're doing? I don't want any trouble out of you.
Wish I could do that.
¿No hay nada acá para hacer, en serio?
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering. Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence, carrying open alcoholic containers. Dreadful, ain't it? Such blatant disregard for order. It's a real problem in the youth these days. It's true enough that he ain't particularly deadly, but the interest on each find being compounded as they are mean. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though.
Got my sights on you.
¿Dónde estás, bro? Misión principal. Vale, tengo que ir ahí. Vale, está por aquí. Así que sí tengo que ir a Terra 2. A ver cómo entro ahora a Terra 2. Magritte se llama. Magritte. Te salvaste, crack. Magritte. Tripulante de carguero.
Have you seen this man?
Esto tampoco es, esto tampoco es.
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37?
Was a time I wanted to be an engineer.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until we get those radiators fixed.
Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage.
I'm working on it.
No puedo pasar sin tarjeta de acceso,
Dang, that's impressive.
Aquí no hay nada que me interese. La pista ligera de innovadores. Por probar, ¿sabes? Nada acá me importa, weón.
If something's broke, fill out an
Vale, acá no está el McReed. Musiquita del Minecraft otra vez. Chatarrero. Aquí tampoco va a estar,
CNP, Borston, baked beans. When you need to eat and run.
Para mí va a estar acá en el... En el 5. Aquí arriba no viene. Debería. Tripulante de carguero. Ah. Let's go.
Need directions? Try an engineer.
Para encontrar a este bro en todo este lugar, chaval. Para mí va a estar arriba, ¿sabes?
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local force.
Ahí está.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting?
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh.
Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise. First, I'm gonna... Hey, Felix! Look, everyone, it's Felix!
Well, hey there, your lordship. Good to see you again.
Is this a nice man, a friend of yours, Felix?
Seeing you here feels like old times. Now, what brings you down to my sprat-infested broom closet of a kingdom? Listen to the fire of those convictions. This one's hungry for justice. Alive or dead? Rare or medium? What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty hunter?
Boss, are you out of your mind?
Did I hear
Looks like
something?
we're doing this.
Whoa.
You're hurt!
No está media rota la basura esta.
Incoming!
One down!
Whoa. Molotov.
That's the last of them!
So easy. Hasta que gasté.
If you were one of the original colonists, this place would have been your home.
Todo esto de acá arriba es robable, ¿sabes? No me chupo un huevo. De hecho tengo enemigos todavía, ¿eh?
People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Got him, boss!
Con la F. Lootear, lootear, lootear. Ok. Un azul. Y esto 50 años, capacidad de energía. Vamos a poner esto. Esta pega 62 y esta pega 62. Esto lo puedo ir sacando. Vamos a hacer así. Y luego no es nada que lootear. Al menos aquí. Vale, parece que está roto nomás este lugar, no se puede entrar. Félix.
Today's my birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Here we go!
Yeah! That's what you get!
Eso está roto. Como siempre tiene que haber armas super desbalanceadas, papá.
Bet we could do some good with these.
La verdad sí. Seguramente sí. Bien, ya no veo enemigos, ¿no?
Smells kind of like old versus
Tampoco mucho más que lootear, ¿sabes? Dios, chabón, todo lo que tienen esas cosas. Muy bien.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardets' backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
I could start something if you want. Just say the word.
Look at my face, Felix. Do I look like I'm in a mood for your nonsense?
Does Felix cause trouble a lot, ma'am?
Constantly. Little Hellion's probably spent more time in lockup than he has in his own bunk.
Whoa, hey, now that is pure fabrication. I don't have a bunk.
Subimos si quiero el 20, esto al 35, esto debe subir al 20 y esto al 30. Muy bien. Banco de trabajo. Vamos a Terra 2, a ver si puedo ir a Terra 2, a ver ya. Venga.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain. Welcome back, Captain. How... May luck...
Muy bien, vamos con los dos. Roswell. Vamos a hacer esto y voy a cortar.
No guards, huh? I like this place already.
Bueno. Hola, este, ¿no? Ah, está cheto. No soy nivel 10. No me nada para lootear. Eso puede cambiar fácilmente. Bueno, aquí no.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
Pero eso no se puede entrar en ninguna de estas, ¿no? Esto se puede pilotear.
Warning. Pathing obstruction.
100 balas.
Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms are free of bristle.
Way to go, Cap!
Don't mess with the best.
Vengo a lootear, vengo a lootear. Me lo quiero llevar todo. Ok. Me llevo un puto chingo de armas. Como todo el inventario. Bueno. Vamos a empezar a desguazar. Z, no me interesa esa. Z. Más o menos así. Y de esto nada nuevo, ¿no?
Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
Hey, is that gunfire?
Me están rematando aquí, ahí adentro, Transición a Santa Rosa. ¿En serio? ¿Y eso que tiré, ¿Qué tengo copiado? Esto. Vale, esto supongo.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. Oh, before I forget, Anti-Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Hacen propaganda y todo.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
I'm not sure it's right to fault a man for trying to survive.
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
Captain's got your best interests at heart, mister. Honest.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me. Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab. That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork. I'll thank you not to mistake my ambition for callousness.
Muy bien, 40 metros, 50 metros, 61 metros. Mira,
This Crane guy cares more about his research than his own people.
Pensé que iba a entrar acá. Pero es ahí adentro. Es con el bro.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please. Oh, you aren't with the outlaws? Who are you then? Oh, well, good luck. Now, if you got the carpet in here, it's just a matter of... Orson, you idiot. Just put it... Of course, because I didn't... It's gotta put it in to power it. What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Why, yes. I suppose I... No. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you? Blast. Well, good luck.
Bueno, tengo un chingo de misiones para hacer acá. Literal, ¿no? Completa esto, lo voy a cerrar, tarea. Esto lo voy a cerrar. Vamos a hacer esto fastmente. Para allá.
You're the best there ever was. Heads up, boss!
Take cover!
No se murió. Me la comí de cara, boludo. No la vi. Almacén. Parece muy Fallout igual, Mucha esencia del Fallout.
Incoming!
Nice hit! Nobody messes with you, boss! Oh, that's the last of him!
Nada para hacer. Para afuera.
Smells like something died in here.
No puedo ir ahí. Usé uno de esos sin querer, boludo.
System.
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Can't get past that armor!
Oh, we all in one piece? Miserable way to live.
Increíble todas las cosas que tengo que tomar ya. No, está para abajo.
This must be where Mr. Shaw's been working. Here we go!
Down we go! Nearby, Taco Mac.
Too strong! Hit it with something else!
No saca nada, boludo.
Woo! We made it!
planos. Recuperar planos, 6000 de XP. Perfecto. Vamos a cambiar las armas porque la verdad siento que falta daño. Vale, vamos a hacer todo de one.
I've been waiting for this!
Oh shit! ¿Puedes cargar? ¿Me estás jodiendo, boludo? No vi el robot. Ay, la primera vez que muero. Oh. Se lo ponen antes, está bueno.
Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around.
Más fácil de lo que pensaba. Es mucho más fácil pelear a cuerpo, ¿eh? A mí eso me parece a mí. Ya el loco es más fácil que ir táctico. Vale. Esa con Arson. Ahora, ¿para dónde? 140 metros. Let's go, vamos para ahí. Una cosa de municiones ahí en medio porque sí. Esto es una escopeta. Ya a cambiar. No pensé que fuera una escopeta. Vale, necesito lo que menos DPS tenga.
Here we go! Got him, boss! I'm out! I'll take this one!
That's the last of him.
Y justo la matan. Compré algo sin querer, boludo. Qué normal. ¿Por qué no dispara?
Heads up!
¡Ay! Como ralentizan los hijos de puta. ¿En serio? ¿Qué cosa, me? Acércate, acércate. Mamá, bien. Y ya estoy full. Llevar la basura. Desmontar. Ellos estaban tapando algo. Miren algo ahí. 14 de armadura. Qué cheta. A ver con robot. ¿Qué es de base eléctrica?
We're just gonna walk in? I mean, it's a secret right on it.
Look at this place. Like some kind of tomb.
Sí, da igual. Está todo broken. Vamos con un arma de cada tipo. Dos armas más repetidas. Repetidas al pozo. ¿Esto pesa algo?
Who the... You. Yeah, you. Get over. You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you... That I am. Name's Porter. If Doc Crane did send you, I'd be glad for... Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab.
You gotta get past that armor! Nice one! Everyone alright?
System alert.
Incoming! Try something else!
Performance.
No good, boss! Try another weapon!
Esa puta casa.
I think you could jimmy that one proper, Captain. Doesn't look too tough.
Of course, it's been ransacked already.
Si abre la fuerza, entonces habrá que ir a buscar al otro lado.
Yeah, huh?
Un puto chingo de inventario.
You reckon it's normal in a lab like this to just leave weapons all over? Or is it just whoever works here?
Vale, ya me quedé sin... ¿Qué es esto? Cachiporrada. Espada de seguridad. Wow, esto está marteado. Vale, vamos a tirar cosas. Pensé que pegaría más rápido, la verdad.
Hey! You! Over here! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you. I suppose it does not matter. Either Crane sent you, or you are some scavenger come to rob me in my moment of weakness. Let's make a deal. I'd like to go on living. You'd probably like to make some money. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for your trouble. You mean other than the satisfaction of doing me a good turn? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. Think it over. You're...
I'm not dying. We're not getting...
Voy a dar toda la vuelta.
Here we go.
Necesito entrar ahí.
Heads up, boss!
Voy hasta los 10. Se va a desbloquear lo de abajo. La madre, boludo. Tremenda, boludo. Me pasé el nuevo inventario, la puta madre. Esta me pareció una puta mierda. Y tengo dos. Desmontar. Voy a desmontar todas estas, ¿verdad? Voy a desmontar algo acá también. Como no uso nada de esto, como queda igual, ¿no? Índice de armadura, 0 armadura. Bueno, a ver qué está. La armadura. 26 de armadura. Voy a dejar así por ahora. Esto apenas pesa, así que da igual. Me dejo salir en algún momento. Ah, esto era el aliado. Ahora. Me recagué, boludo. Pensé que era negro. Ah, este era Felix.
Great.
Con Carlos muy fuerte, Y por los rapidones, boludo. Del laboratorio. Rapidones a 40 metros. Seguramente está ahí donde eso.
Oh, look at how big. Watch out!
Soy la puta muerte, Gil. Falta uno. Y seguramente lo habrán puesto por acá también. Están vacíos. Me quiere bote de gas. Estos no sirven. Falta uno, man. Pues no tengo ni idea de estar el último, Cadáver de Cassandra.
Oh my gosh. This is... Please say we don't gotta walk through that.
Y acá está. Vamos para allá. Mi pregunta es, ¿ya tengo el coso, weón? Ouch. No, tengo que entrar ahí, weón. ¿Puedo entrar por otro lado? Necesito encontrar el coso, weón. Vale, necesito eso, pero no sé dónde está, boludo. $172.90. Esto es legendario, 110 daño. 123. Mira, tiene que estar por algún lado, Tengo que tirar un poco de armadura, la verdad. 26, 9, Q. Vale, nueva zona. A ver si puto encuentro la... Esto es para afuera. No quiero esta ayudar. Sí, sí, sí. Si supiera cómo abrir ese lugar, man. ¿Me deja comprar esto? No tengo ni puta idea de dónde está el... Vas a un lugar súper estúpido, weón. Falta uno. Vale. Adrenalina. ¿Qué pasa si me tiro una adrenalina? Vale, por aquí no. Vale, que ya vine por aquí. Espada de seguridad. Su puta madre. R, ¿no? Q. No tengo puta idea de dónde está. En serio, man. Vale, ahí no está tampoco. Esta no la abrí. Cocina de Porter. Listo, ya la tengo. Ah, cómo costó. ¿Cómo costó, man, encontrar este lugar? La puta madre. Media hora buscamos este lugar, chaval. Media hora. Muy bien, nos vamos de acá. Let's fucking go. Anton. Esto es hablar con Anton, regresa con Orson, rescata a Jemerson, vamos a hacer ese. Que me queda más cerca, ¿no? 270 metros y el otro. Queda todo bastante lejito,
Here they come!
Soy la puta muerte, ¿entendés? Que era como...
getting started. We're doing this.
Rifle de caza del Fortnite. No se otro cadáver. ¿Puedo hacer viaje rápido ahí?
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Bueno, lo voy a dejar por aquí ya que llegué justo ya a la nave. Ya estaba pensando en dejarlo, que se parece a la Tierra, man. Lo voy a dejar por aquí. Una pregunta. Nice, pues lo voy a dejar por aquí. Vamos a guardar partida. Dos veces porque ya saben, ¿no? Nunca se sabe. Nunca se sabe en esta wea cuando no se guarda. Así que hasta el próximo de OUTER.